put up O.J. Simpson's picture, and he felt the type of way that BET dropped the ball on putting O.J. Simpson's picture up on the memorial, along with the other greats that we've had as melanated people. And his reasons is because that OJ had, beat a double murder trial, and that even though he won the trial, that he still openly looked at as a murderer. Just on that premise alone is completely backwards. So it's cool for other coaches. Let me finish this one point. So just in that alone is backwards because there's mountains of evidence outside of the case that OJ did not do this. There's other people that who are not even more suited, that the evidence is suited for the killer than OJ. I'm not going to break the case down at this moment, but if you do the research, there's other people who are best suited as the killer of Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman, not OJ. OJ was a symbol for that case, for them to fund the media circus, to fund the just the money that it would generate. So outside of that fact that he still was acquitted, you still look at him as a murderer, sir, Stephen A. You, not the culture. He made mention that when they showed his picture, how the crowd got quiet, but when they seen the other people that they cheered, like, yeah, we're gonna miss them, but when they put OJ's picture up, they got quiet. That still doesn't make the claim real. Oh, and then he doubles down and say, well, OJ was never tapped into the melanated culture. That doesn't matter when it comes to the form of his life. Him not being tapped into the culture, we already know that. We know this. But because he wasn't tapped into the culture and he won his trial based on the evidence, the whole culture still don't see him as a murderer. So he's still considered melanated excellence. He's still respected as world excellence based on the things that he did on the football field and outside the field. He should get his just due. So to still spin it as he's a murderer is the reason why he shouldn't get the love that he's earned, as far as in the sense of his accolades, is so out of pocket that I'm not even going to mention you no more, dude. You're a waste of breath. Because it's so contradictory, because in that same breath, we don't say nothing about Michael Jordan. He's not tapped into the culture. People mess with Michael Jordan because he's a winner. That's why people mess with Michael Jordan. People mess with Michael Jordan because, above all, he was the best NBA player that we've ever seen. But he's not tapped into the culture. He's not in our communities, building schools and doing things within our community. He's not doing none of that. He's invested into prisons, though. That affects our community. So again, what you're saying is so bizarre. And then you're saying how it looks to the outside culture. Which outside culture are you referring to, sir? Are you talking about some of the Caucasian people? Is that who you're referring to? Some of the people that you work for? Which is the same people that Marv Albert can have a whole sexual have a whole sexual mutilation situation, go do his time, come back and be in the same job? Are you talking about the same people that Elvis was a known pedophile, marrying and dealing with his cousin who's 14, 15 years old, but he still gets celebrated for his accolades and the things he contributed in music, which it wasn't much because he stole his act. He stole his swag. And there's countless of other people that I can name. So it looks bad for who? So when you treat somebody as they a murderer, when they was acquitted in the public eye, I mean in the court's eye, which is the most important eye, where the evidence don't add up, and you know this, and then you speaking as us as melanated people that we look at him as such. No, we don't. Stop trying to tear down somebody else to bring yourself up. I'm not even gonna speak on. I'm not even gonna speak on Stephen A. anymore. I wanted this man to win for years, bro, and I'm done, man. I'm done. I'm done.